Hi friends, welcome back to the art room and welcome back to day 2 of our Monet bridge drawings. We are going to be continuing on. So last week, if you did not finish filling in the upper section with all of your little green little dashes, make sure that you do that. I also added in a few little pinks and purples here and there just to kind of make it look like I might have some flowering trees or things up there. Once that part is done and your bridge should be completed, we are going to do the underside, which is the water of our pond, what the bridge is going over. So if you look at this one that was done, a couple years ago, I think I did this one. If you see up and down is the way that the marks are going here, and then under the bridge they're going side to side, so they're vertical here, horizontal here, and that creates a nice separation, so we know this is water and these are the trees. And it makes sense because trees grow up and down and water flows side to side. So to do our water, we are doing the exact same technique, a whole lot of dashes going on. Do not do waves, because that's not Monet's style. He did those tiny little brush strokes, so that is what we are doing because we are inspired by him. So if it helps to turn your paper sideways and you want to continue doing it like this, that works. And I'm just kind of randomly putting in these little dashes here and there with my first color blue. I like to do it one color at a time instead of like putting this down and then doing this one and then doing another color and then doing another color. That's a lot of up and down. If you want to work that way, hey, that's your choice. But I prefer to just kind of spread out the first color so I know that I am kind of filling the page with all of the same color and I'm spreading it out evenly. And then once I kind of have that part, then I'll switch to a new color and I'll add in that next tone of blue. So I'm going to continue working on this, and then once mine is filled to where it needs to be, I'm going to show you a few tricks to put in your water lilies. And now I'm pretty happy with how that's filled. My colors are pretty evenly spaced. I did not get messy. I didn't start making big long lines. Remember, we're not coloring this in. We're just making those dashed marks. Okay, so now to make a water lily, because you know Monet was most famous for his water lily paintings, and he was a master at capturing how the sunlight would reflect. So in order to make that sunlight, I am going to take a yellow crayon and I'm just going to add in just a few dashes of yellow randomly here and there, and that'll make it look sort of like my pond is like shimmering in the sun and it has those little highlight areas. And then to make my water lilies, which are just sort of that green little base, and then you have the flower that sits on top. I'm going to take my green and then I am going to pick a spot and I'm going to concentrate a lot of little dashes. Now I'm not drawing a lily pad. I am just kind of going through with my crayon and making dashes in a shape that would seem like a lily pad. And then maybe I'll have one more over here. I'm gonna pick a color for my flower, and I really like this nice bright violet color. You could use red, you could use pink, you could use orange. Really, water lilies come in so many colors. And then to create the flower, I am also doing dashes, but this time the dashes are going to go up and down, and I'm kind of layering them one on top of the other, almost like little sun rays. So there are my little water lilies. Now one time somebody asked, oh, could I put a fish in my pond? And you can, however, you cannot draw the fish in your pond. If you want it to look like a koi fish is swimming, koi fish are giant goldfish, pick an orange color and you can add a few orange dashes in the shape that your fish might be. So there's his fin and then his body and then the front. So it looks like he's kind of swimming underwater. You just see sort of the shadow of him under the water. So remember, we're not drawing anything on top of this. Everything is all in that dashed sort of way. And then when you have completed this part, you are done for today. I know your hand's probably killing you, right? Yeah, mine hurts a little bit too. That's a lot of work. Save this somewhere very safe. And next week, we are going to be adding our paint on top of this to create this beautiful watercolor look to it. And once we add that paint on there, boys and girls, it is going to make this pond just come alive. It's gonna be so pretty. All right, I hope you have fun with me today. I had lots of fun doing this with you. Save your work somewhere safe. Nothing to post today on Artsonia. So you have a lovely week, and I will see you back here the Friday before spring break to finish our beautiful spring paintings. See you next week, guys.